Welcome back to Enchanting Folktales channel. Today's story is about the princess and the cobbler. Once upon a time, in a magnificent kingdom of Ikene, there lived a wealthy princess named Arike. She was adorned with beautiful gowns, sparkling jewels, and possessed a lavish lifestyle that many envied. However, she often found herself feeling empty and unsatisfied, yearning for something more meaningful in her life. In the heart of the kingdom, there existed a humble cobbler named Shewa. Her little shoe shop was filled with the delightful aroma of leather, and the sound of her melodious voice echoed through the streets as she sang while mending shoes. Shewa was content with her simple life, finding joy in her craft and bringing smiles to the faces of those who visited her shop. Every day, as people passed by Shewa's shoe shop, they were greeted by the melodious sound of her voice. The cheerful tune of "This Little Light of Mine" echoed through the streets, drawing people in with its infectious energy. Shewa sang with such passion and conviction that her voice seemed to light up the entire neighborhood. They would hear her sing, "This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine," she sang. Her voice carried a sense of hope and positivity. As the lyrics flowed from her lips, Shewa's customers couldn't help but smile and tap their feet to the rhythm. Some even joined in, their voice blending harmoniously with that of Shewa's. But it wasn't just the music that made Shewa's shoe shop special. It was the genuine care and kindness she showed everyone who entered her doors. Whether they were wealthy or poor, young or old, Shewa treated each customer with equal warmth and respect. She listened to their stories, offered words of encouragement, and made them feel seen and valued. As people came to fix their shoes, they would often leave with more than just repaired footwear. Shewa's infectious spirit and genuine concern touched their hearts, leaving them filled, uplifted, and joyful. It was as if her singing and the positive energy she exuded had the power to transform the atmosphere and brighten their day. Word of Shewa's shop and her incredible ability to bring happiness spread throughout the town. People would intentionally pass by, even if their shoes didn't require repair, just to catch a glimpse of the cobbler with the enchanting voice. They found solace and inspiration in her presence, and her shop became a sanctuary of joy and respect. It wasn't long ago before Shewa's shop became more than just a place to fix shoes. Neighbors started dropping by just to hear her sing, and soon impromptu singing session broke out, filling the air with laughter and shared happiness. Shewa's little light shone brightly, not just within her shop, but throughout the entire town. Her infectious joy and unwavering positivity had a ripple effect, inspiring others to let their own light shine. The community grew closer, bound by the shared experience of finding happiness in the simplest of moments. And so, Shewa continued to sing her heart out, spreading love, joy, and the power of music to all who crossed her path. Her little shop had become a beacon of happiness, reminding everyone that even in the darkest times, there was always a little light within that could shine and illuminate the world around them. One sunny morning, as Shewa hummed a cheerful tune, the princess, accompanied by her entourage, stepped into the cobbler's humble abode. Intrigued by the sight of Shewa's radiant happiness, Arike couldn't help but be curious. She approached the cobbler, her eyes gleaming with curiosity, and asked, "Dear cobbler, why are you so happy with so little?" Shewa smiled warmly and replied, "Your Highness, I find happiness in the simplicity of my work. I take pleasure in repairing shoes, bringing comfort to others, and witnessing the smile on their faces. My joy stems from the connection I make with people, not from material possession or wealth." The princess, pondering Shewa's words for a moment. She admired the cobbler's contentment and her ability to find joy in the ordinary things of life. Inspired by Shewa's wisdom, Arike realized that she had been seeking happiness in all the wrong places. Moved by gratitude and wanting to repay Shewa for her enlightenment, the princess decided to present her with a bag full of gold coin, a symbol of wealth and abundance. Arike believed that the gold would bring even greater joy and comfort to the cobbler's life. As Shewa graciously accepted the bag full of gold from the princess, her heart was filled with gratitude, and she thanked the princess. Then she carefully hid the bag under her bed, knowing that such wealth was a precious and rare gift. However, as days turned into nights, Shewa's once peaceful spirit became consumed by conflicting emotions. Each morning, she would rise from her bed and glance at the window of her small hut. Her gaze would fixate on the bag of gold, ensuring it remained untouched. The weight of the bag seemed to grow heavy with each passing day. Where once serenity had resided within her, now a persistent uneasiness settled in its place. Shewa had always been content with her simple life, finding happiness in the joy she brought to others through her singing and craftsmanship. But now, the bag of gold cast a shadow over her once carefree existence. Fear gripped Shewa's thoughts as she became obsessed with the security of the precious bag. She felt the constant need to be vigilant, forever watchful over her newfound wealth. Doubt crept into her mind, whispering the possibility of thieves and misfortune. Her days, once filled with the harmonious melody of her voice, became tainted with worry and anxiety. The vibrant color of life now appeared muted and dull. Shewa's beautiful singing voice lost its luster, for the fear of losing the bag of gold overshadowed her every thought. As the burden of guarding the gold intensified, Shewa's interaction with others became strained. Her once warm and inviting presence now carried a hint of distance and preoccupation. Friends and neighbors noticed the change, sensing a shift in the vibrant spirit that had once radiated from the cobbler's humble abode. The bag of gold, intended to bring happiness and abundance, had now ensnared Shewa in a web of worry and mistrust. The weight of its presence robbed her of the freedom and joy she had once cherished. She longed to return to the days when her happiness had sprung from the simplicity of her work and the genuine connections she had made with others. Deep down, Shewa knew she had to find a way to release herself from the chains of anxiety that bound her. She yearned to reclaim her carefree spirit, and so Shewa made a decision one day with heavy heart. She retrieved the bag of gold hiding under her bed. She took it and went straight to the palace and returned it to the princess, expressing her gratitude. As the princess received the bag of gold, she understood the turmoil that had plagued Shewa's soul. With compassion in her eyes, she assured Shewa that true wealth lay not in the accumulation of gold, but in the freedom to be oneself, unburdened by the material world. The princess said, I see now that my gift has brought you more sorrow than happiness. I am truly sorry for the burden I have caused you. Please allow me to rectify my mistake." With a heavy heart, Shewa confessed her feeling of anxiety and the toll it had taken on her once joyful life. She expressed her longing to return to the carefree days when her happiness stemmed from her craft and not from material wealth. Arike, the princess, nodded in understanding. Understanding the cobbler's plight, she said, "I will help you rediscover your happiness." Then the princess proposed a solution. She suggested that Shewa donate the bag of gold to the local charity, where it could bring joy and relief to those in need. Overwhelmed with gratitude and a renewed sense of hope, Shewa agreed wholeheartedly. The next day, she and the princess visited the charity together, donating the bag of gold to the people, knowing it would be put to good use. With a newfound sense of liberation, Shewa bid farewell to the bag of gold and embraced a simpler existence once again. She sang with renewed vigor, her voice reclaiming its joyous melodies. Shewa learned that happiness could never truly be found in material possession or in the constant fear of loss. True happiness was a state of mind, a choice to embrace the present moment and find joy in the simple pleasures of life. And her voice echoed through the streets once more. Shewa discovered that the greatest gift she could offer the world was the genuine happiness that radiated from her heart. Arike, the princess too, had discovered a newfound contentment, not in her wealth, but in the ability to make a positive impact on someone's life. The princess realized that happiness resided not in what one possesses, but in kindness and compassion that one extends to the other. And so, the tale of the wealthy princess and the contented cobbler spread throughout the kingdom, reminding its inhabitants that true happiness lies not in wealth or possession, but in simple joy of life and warmth of human connection. I hope you enjoyed the story. If you enjoyed the story or have any other comments to this story, let us know in the comment section. Please like, share, comment and subscribe, as this will help us grow our channel. Please also watch the ads on our channel. Thank you for watching and thank you for listening. See you in the next story. Bye.